Sir Reginald was a tiny bug knight. His heart was very brave and true. He wore a small tough shell as armour. His trusty sword was a sharp nail. He dreamed of grand adventures always. He heard whispers of a land below, a land filled with ancient mystery. He knew he simply had to go see it. He stood at the edge of a great dark hole. The hole plunged deep down into the earth. Darkness filled its wide, silent mouth. A cool, damp wind softly blew from it. It smelled of wet soil and old, sleeping stones. It felt a little bit scary, this big void. But Sir Reginald was far too curious. He longed to explore this new, hidden world. This was the fabled entrance to the ruined land. Old tales said it was once a mighty kingdom, but now it was forgotten by the sun. With a determined little nod to himself, he started to climb down so carefully. The long climb down was quite slow. The stone walls were damp and very slippery. Sir Reginald used his tiny, strong claws. He moved with great focus and care. Little drops of water fell on his shell. Drip, 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 they quietly sounded. The air grew much colder as he went. He missed the warm sun just a little. Strange, beautiful plants grew on the walls. Some of them glowed with a soft blue light. They looked like tiny stars in the deep dark. These friendly fungi helped him see his path. He saw other small, peculiar insects nearby. Some scurried away from him very quickly. Some just watched him with their big round eyes. They were all so new and wondrous to him. He heard many strange sounds in the quiet. The drip of water was a constant rhythm. Far away, something rustled in the shadows. Was it a new friend or perhaps a foe? He could not quite tell what it was yet. He walked for what felt like a long time. The dark tunnels twisted and then turned. Deeper and deeper he bravely ventured. Then in the distance he saw a faint light. It was different from the glowing fungi. It was a warm and gently flickering light. It came from a small, cosy-looking lamp. Hope filled his tiny, adventurous heart. Near the little lamp a figure quietly sat. It was another bug, a bit bigger than him. He wore round spectacles upon his face. He was humming a happy, contented little tune. He seemed very cheerful and quite kind. He was busy drawing on a piece of paper. He did not seem dangerous at all, thankfully. This was a very welcome, friendly surprise. "Hello there, little traveller," the bug then said. His voice was gentle and surprisingly warm. "I am Cornifer, the humble map maker." He held up a partly drawn, curling map. With his new map, Sir Reginald felt much braver. He carefully followed the lines on the paper. He explored new, exciting parts of the ruined land. The narrow tunnels opened into huge, dark caverns. The air felt heavy and very old here. It felt like a very important, solemn place. He looked all around him in quiet wonder. The scale of it all was truly immense. He saw giant statues all around him. They were broken and covered in old dust. They were statues of bug heroes from long ago. Their carved faces were noble and very strong. Great stone pillars reached up high above. They disappeared into the deep darkness overhead. This place was once so very grand and beautiful. What could have happened to it all? Suddenly the hard ground shook just a little. Sir Reginald stumbled, his balance nearly lost. Fine dust fell softly from the high ceiling. Then he heard a strange new sound. A heavy thudding sound, slow and steady. Thump, thump, thump. It was getting closer. From the deepest shadows, a huge figure appeared. It was a giant knight, truly colossal in size, much bigger than any bug Sir Reginald had ever seen. Its dark armour was dented and looked very old. It moved slowly but with an immense power. The hard ground trembled with each heavy step it took. Sir Reginald suddenly felt so very, very small. He had never seen anything quite like it. The giant knight carried a fearsome weapon. It was a massive mace, heavy and cruel. The mace had sharp, wicked spikes all over it. It looked incredibly heavy and terribly dangerous. The giant knight's eyes glowed with a scary red light. They fixed directly on tiny Sir Reginald. It had seen him. There was no doubt. Oh no, this was a very big problem. A loud, terrible roar filled the entire cavern. It was a frightening and powerful sound. It bounced off all the ancient stone walls. It shook Sir Reginald to his very core. The giant knight slowly raised its spiked mace. It was clearly ready to attack the little bug. There was nowhere for him to run quickly. This was a truly dangerous situation for him.
Tiny Bug Knight's epic underground adventure. Ever wondered what it's like to be a tiny knight in a colossal world? Welcome to your new underground adventure. You step into a vast ruined land beneath the surface, mysterious, ancient, and filled with secrets. Every corner you turn, the strange landscape tests your courage. Creeping shadows whisper untold stories. Suddenly, you spot a curious figure, a man selling a map. Could this be the key to your survival? You make the trade. This map could change everything, guiding you through this labyrinth of ruins. Then, a chill runs down your spine. You glance up and, there it is, a giant knight looming, mace in hand. Heart-pounding, you draw your nail sword, ready to fight. This isn't just a battle, it's your story. Every second counts. Will your tiny size be your strength or your downfall? Time to find out. This underground world is full of surprises. Are you ready to explore deeper and conquer what awaits? Join the Tiny Bug Knight's quest, because even the smallest heroes can make a legendary impact. Liked this underground adventure? Hit follow and keep exploring epic journeys with us.